Hello fellow model railroaders, steel mill modelers. Right now I'm currently working on making pipe loads for Bulkhead and regular roundhouse flat cars. And I got the idea from a guy, another YouTube channel called Pile of Iron. Pretty sure it's a Canadian fella. He's a bit of a tinker and he's also a model railroader. And that's where I got the idea to make my own pipe loads, was from him. So go check out his channel, and you gotta kind of dig a little bit to find his model railroad videos, but he is a model railroader, so you know he's a cool dude. Alright, this is what I got. Now, I started off with these right here. These are balloon holders, and they are a company called Caydo. That is C-A-Y-D-O. You can find these on Amazon. You can get 50 of these for I think around $7-8. You got to get these though. They're very thin. They're thicker than straws, or thicker gauge than straws. Now, after you've done that, a couple of things you got to do. You also have to go to the dollar store. And I'll explain more about that in a minute. I made this jig out of a piece of 1x4. This happens to be piece of cherry scrap. You're going to need cooking skewers, either from the grocery store or the dollar store. I'd go to the dollar store because you got to pick up a few things there at the dollar store. You can get most of this stuff at the dollar store. You're going to need cooking skewers, and that is to put these pipes on here so you can paint them all at once. And I use a rattle can. I don't use an airbrush. I found it easier just to use a rattle can and just put the pipe or the balloon holder right over that and go right across the line so you can paint a bunch of these all at the same time. I found this was the easiest method to paint these. You don't have to get paint all over yourself and everything else. Pretty easy method just to paint them all one color. Now let's talk about colors here for a minute. This color right here is Satin Jade. That's this color. This is Brick Red. Krylon Fusion all-in-one paint and primer. Satin Brick. That's what this is. And I also have a regular old can of flat black. Pretty sure that, yeah, that's black. I haven't made a black pipe load yet, but I've got my Brick Red and I've got my Satin Jade. And I've already experimentated on this one. I'm just using my imagination. I have no idea if pipes are actually painted like this, and I used a piece of neoprene to shove these pipes through there so I could just paint this one side of the pipe. It didn't quite work out as well as I thought, so I might scrap that idea and just go with solid pipe. Alright, one more thing about the dollar store. While you're there and you're getting cooking skewers, you're going to need some matchsticks. Now you can order 4x4 scale lumber, or you can go to the dollar store and get these little cheap boxes of matches. This is what I wound up doing, because this first pipe load I used kitchen matches, and you know, the 4x4s they're kind of thick for a load, so I got frustrated, and I started looking for HO scale lumber, and it's pretty hard to come across and kind of expensive, and it's got to be cut and all this other nonsense. And I was asked yesterday, hey, do you need any train stuff? And I thought, yeah, I could use some scale 4x4s. Man, I'm a lucky guy. Lucky guy. My wife said, why don't you use the little boxes of matches? And you know, the thought never occurred to me. It really didn't. But it worked out great. Got some yesterday. Cut all these with my chopper too. And these are about the same size I need. They're a lot smaller than these. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I'm going to try to put it up here. See how thin these are compared to these kitchen matches? I hope you can see it. So I'm going to go with these. Alright, so you're going to need cooking skewers and these little tiny boxes of matches from the dollar store. Now once you get those, you can just crank these out. You paint all your balloon holders, pipes, and then you can cut them at 20-foot or 40-foot intervals in length. These are 20-footers. roughly 20 footers. I'm pretty sure they're 20 feet. And it's just go to making loads. I found it's easier to put like 5 of them side by side, hold it with your fingers, put a dab of glue across there. I'm not going to show you how because you can pretty much figure it out. It's not that hard. And then glue on your 4x4s. These are also kitchen matches. Not anymore. This load right here, this is the new teeny tiny kitchen, or the little box matches. Looks a lot better. So we'll be making probably a 40-foot long black pipe load. Probably do that today. And then I'm gonna make all these. Comes out pretty nice once you paint them. Just let them dry and you can pump out any pipe load you want. And then of course, once you get it all stacked up, your 1/32 chalk or graphic chart tape. That's this stuff. Use a steel banding, like on this load, and then you can paint the little where you crimp it together wherever you want. So that is basically it. I'm gonna get busy painting these black, flat black. You want flat, you don't want gloss. Where the hell is it? There it is. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. And you can get right onto the dollar store and get you some Cooking Skewers and some teeny tiny box matches, and then order these Caydo, that's C-A-Y-D-O, balloon holders from Amazon. They'll come in a couple of days, and once you get them and you fiddle with them and you make this jig's real easy. You just drill holes that are the same diameter as these Cooking Skewers. Forgot what size drill bit it was. And you're pretty much done. You can just go to blasting making pipe loads. That's what I'm going to do for my model railroad. Still wee bit too hot to get out there and work on the layout. So I'm here at my workbench doing this stuff. I'm out. You guys have a good day. Bye.